Yima, also known as Jamshid in Persian mythology, is one of the most fascinating figures in ancient Iranian and West Asian mythology. He is often depicted as the first mortal king, a divine ruler chosen by Ahura Mazda, the supreme god of Zoroastrianism, to bring prosperity, order, and civilization to the world. Yima's story, found in the Avesta, the sacred text of Zoroastrianism, is a tale of divine favor, an age of abundance, and the eventual fall of a ruler whose ambition led to his downfall. His legend bears striking similarities to other ancient flood myths and primordial kings across different cultures, connecting him to the broader mythological traditions of West Asia and beyond. According to the Avesta, Yima was initially chosen by Ahura Mazda to be a prophet, but he declined, stating that he was not fit for the role of spiritual leadership. Instead, Ahura Mazda granted him dominion over the earth, making him the first great king. Under Yima's rule, the world entered a golden age of peace and prosperity, a time when disease, suffering, and death did not exist. His reign was marked by divine wisdom, and he was entrusted with expanding the earth 3 times to accommodate the growing population. This aspect of his myth reflects the concept of an ideal ruler who ensures the well-being and prosperity of his people. One of the most compelling parts of Yima's myth is his connection to a great cataclysm, which has led scholars to compare his story to flood myths such as Noah in the Bible, Utnapishtim in Mesopotamian mythology, and the Egyptian concept of cyclical destruction and renewal. In Zoroastrian tradition, Ahura Mazda warns Yima of an impending winter catastrophe, a cosmic disaster that would devastate the world. To preserve life, Yima is instructed to build a vara, an underground enclosure similar to a fortified refuge, where the best of humanity, animals, and plants would be sheltered until the world was habitable again. This aspect of the myth resonates with themes of divine foresight, survival, and renewal, which appear in multiple ancient cultures. While Yima's early rule was blessed by the gods, his later years were marked by hubris and downfall. Over time, he began to see himself as the true source of prosperity and divine power, neglecting his role as a servant of Ahura Mazda. This led to his loss of divine favor, and his once flourishing kingdom fell into decline. Some versions of the myth suggest that Yima was eventually overthrown and exiled, while others state that he was slain by Ahriman, the Zoroastrian embodiment of chaos and evil. His fall from grace serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of arrogance and the consequences of failing to honor divine guidance. The legend of Yima did not remain confined to Zoroastrianism. Later Persian literature, particularly in the Shahnameh, Iran's Epic of Kings, reinterpreted Yima as Jamshid, a semi-divine monarch associated with the invention of civilization, the calendar, and great advancements in culture and technology. In this version, Jamshid is credited with the discovery of medicine, the division of society into classes, and the establishment of the New Year festival, Nowruz, which remains an important celebration in Persian culture today. Yima's myth also shares connections with Indo-Aryan and Vedic traditions, particularly the figure of Yama, the ruler of the dead in Hinduism. Some scholars believe that Yima and Yama were originally the same mythological figure, later adapted to fit the religious frameworks of Zoroastrian and Hindu beliefs. This connection reinforces the idea that Yima's story is part of a larger, shared Indo-Iranian mythological tradition, emphasizing his importance beyond just Persian mythology. Despite the decline of Zoroastrianism following the rise of Islam in Persia, Yima's legacy endured through folklore, literature, and cultural traditions. His story reflects ancient beliefs about divine kingship, cosmic renewal, and the fragile balance between human ambition and divine will. Whether as a legendary ruler of a golden age, a preserver of life against a world-ending catastrophe, or a fallen king who succumbed to pride, Yima remains one of the most compelling figures in West Asian mythology. His myth continues to inspire modern interpretations, symbolizing both the heights of human achievement and the consequences of forgetting one's place within the divine order.